Hey folks, Jack Harlan here, reporting from the heart of Iowa, where over 120 million pigs are processed each year. All will be explored in our journey to understand, how does a pig slaughter line work? We start at dawn in a climate-controlled 2,000 sow barn in central Illinois. The lights go on at 5:30 a.m. and the ventilation system brings in fresh air and keeps the environment stable so the pigs don't get stressed. Each pig has an RFID tag that records all of its activity and any unusual changes. This data allows farmers to spot problems early and control disease more effectively. When a sensor in pen 14 detects a decrease in activity, the veterinarian is notified immediately. This is how a modern farm operates, to ensure the efficiency and safety of the herd. Feeding happens 3 times a day through automated troughs. The ration is ground corn, soybean meal, dried plasma, vitamins and minerals, mixed fresh in an on-site mill and tested for salmonella and mold toxins. One bad batch can cost $1 million, so every truckload gets sampled. Breeding takes place in a separate quiet room where artificial insemination is the norm. One elite boar can sire 1,000 piglets a year this way, passing on genes for fast growth, strong immunity and well-marbled meat. Sows deliver in individual farrowing crates designed to protect fragile newborns. Heat lamps keep the piglets at 90 degrees, while the mum stays comfortable at 68. Within hours of birth, each piglet gets iron shots, tail docking if the farm follows that protocol, and a numbered tag. Disease prevention is non-negotiable. Vaccinations for PRRS, circovirus and mycoplasma are scheduled like clockwork. When one group ships to the finisher, the entire room is power washed, disinfected and dried for 48 hours before the next batch arrives. Biosecurity means boot tips, show and shower protocols, and no outside visitors without a 24-hour quarantine. Have you ever skipped any of these steps and made mistakes? When the pigs hit market weight, around 280 pounds at 6 months old, they're loaded gently into aluminum trailers with misters, fans and bedding.
He's being a water hog. Get out of here.
Drivers are certified in livestock transport. No journey exceeds 8 hours. At the plant 2 hours away, the trailer backs into a climate-controlled dock. Pigs walk off on their own into holding pens with water sprinklers. Stress is the enemy. Calm animals mean better meat quality. Inside the 150,000 square foot federally inspected facility, the line churns through 150 pigs an hour. The first stop is a 90-second humane treatment. Next, the carcass is placed in a 140-degree hot water bath to loosen the hair, which mechanical paddles scrape off in seconds. The carcass is split down the middle. Every part is cleaned and inspected by the USDA. A lymph node swells and the entire carcass is sent to the processing plant, no exception. When an animal is handled properly, the entire process behind it is aimed at protecting the health of consumers. After cleaning, the meat must be immediately sent to a deep freeze room to cool down quickly, as any delay can give bacteria a chance to flourish. The meat is cut on a clean stainless steel surface, vacuum packed and attached with a QR code to trace its origin. Food safety inspectors are on duty every shift, and their check marks are a reminder that this care is not a formality but a shield to protect public health. But what about us? When we buy and process meat every day, do we really care about its origin? Or do we just unconsciously believe that it's probably okay? The people make it work. Line workers start at $22.00 an hour with full benefits. Many have been cutting pork for decades. Farmers attend monthly training on new tech and welfare standards. Challenges are real. Feed prices swing with corn futures, labour shortages hit rural plants, and African swine fever looms as a constant threat. Farms fight back with precision feeding to cut waste, cover crops to hold soil, and employee housing to keep staff. It is not just fences that can affect livestock. Sometimes not survived animals are found under trees during or after storms. If overhead power lines are down during storms, or if the insulators are damaged, they can be affected by direct contact with the down line, or in the water where the line falls. You may not know that cows are larger animals and have a larger body mass than humans. When they come into contact with an electric fence, the current can pass through a larger mass of tissue, potentially causing more discomfort. Therefore, to ensure safety, people should install fences with a current of 1,500 V to 8,000. Electric fences are used to contain livestock, deter predators, and protect gardens. However, a common question is, are electric fences dangerous to snakes? While the shock to a single snake may seem insignificant, the cumulative impact of electric fences on local snake populations is huge for species facing habitat loss. If possible, choose a low voltage fence charger designed for small animals. A leopard was electrocuted in Wardar district of Maharashtra on Thursday 2022. The animal's body was found hanging from an electric pole. The leopard was moving towards a village in search of water when some stray dogs started barking and attacked it. In an attempt to save itself, the leopard climbed a nearby electric pole It failed to hold on as it was electrocuted by a high-tension wire. This is a big alarm bell for people to protect invasive species. In the US, especially California, electrocuted birds caused 44 wildfires from 2014 to 2018, causing serious ecological damage. Authorities require periodic inspections of high voltage power lines every 3 years, warning people to avoid approaching them. Are we indifferent to the danger of exploding from the sky? How strong is the electric current that electric eels can produce, scaring even crocodiles? Living in the Amazon and Orinoco basins of South America, electric eels discharge up to 860 volts, 1 ampere from their electrocytes, causing paralysis and convulsions in prey and humans. Wear insulated protective clothing and avoid water near electric eel habitat. Invisible electric fences are a major concern for ranchers because horses' poor 20/33 vision and eyes on the sides of their heads make it difficult for them to see the wire from a distance, making them susceptible to shocks and panic. Solutions such as an Equirope electric fence with visible, secure wire help reduce the risk. However, regular inspections and clear warnings should be considered to protect horses. Everything in life has a trade-off, and fencing is no exception. Compared to barbed wire or conventional woven fencing, electric fencing requires less labour and initial construction costs, but requires regular inspection to maintain effectiveness. The materials for a 4-wire electric fence suitable for sheep cost about half that of barbed wire. What do you think of my opinion? If you agree, comment number 1. Yes, monkeys are frequently electrocuted by power lines, especially in areas with uninsulated lines and transformers. According to International Animal Rescue, this is a significant cause of death for monkeys in Costa Rica. When monkeys come into contact with 2 burning wires or a burning wire and a grounded part of a transformer. In the rugged mountains of Turkey, where the October-March hunting season limits the number of hunts to sustainable quotas. These precision weapons are regulated by law to ensure humane culling, reflecting the boar's ancient lineage as revered but destructive forces. The trails created by wild boars to connect feeding grounds and marshes become sniper trails because of their straight paths through dense vegetation, where their weak eyesight, effective only to 100 yards, makes them invisible to long-range sight. Aris arrives at a scouted choke point, hunkering down with his rifle, his scope trained on the uphill trail, where the boars conserve energy by moving in single file. When one appeared, no doubt a single shot would take it down, the narrow confines of the trail blocking its escape. A few yards away, another one was crawling up the slope. Each well-placed shot saved his field. If you're having trouble defending your field, comment below for help. After 10 minutes, a boar was approaching, triggering a precise shot that brought it into line with no room to escape. The trails added to the effect with their steep, single-file nature, making the boars move slowly. In Turkey, hunters are allowed to take up to 3 boars a day, but are not allowed to take pregnant females or adult boars that show signs of leading their cubs. These regulations are intended to protect the boar population and maintain the balance of the ecosystem. After the above situation, if you are a hunter, remember to move quietly and use deodorant spray to avoid their noses. Hunt in the early morning or afternoon when wild boars enter the trail, but always carry a flashlight because the darkness will hide attackers. If wild boars charge, climb a tree or aim for important parts to take down the wild boar decisively. In Texas, year-round, license-free hunting on private land unleashes a broader arsenal of weapons, from semi-automatic AR-15s to air rifles to combat wild hogs that ravage uncontrolled fields. Here, swamp trails become a goldmine for wild hog trappers, as hogs stick to the trails to efficiently move between the mud puddles needed to cool their sweatless bodies and the rich feeding grounds. Levi hunters turn to traps, exploiting the predictability of the trails to lure entire prey with the scent of corn, which their noses are 7 times more sensitive than dogs, allowing them to detect it from miles away. The traps, large circles fenced with steel plates, encircle trails near mud puddles, with whole kernels of corn scattered outside for days to build trust, tapping the hog's memory of safe food. Once lured inside, the pungent smell of fermented corn amplified by yeast stimulates entry, capturing the invasive species as the gate slams shut, the funnel-shaped trail ensuring there are no detours. Why ditch rifles for silent traps in Texas's war on wild boars? A stark contrast to the state's gun-heavy legacy in the 1980s, when wild hog populations skyrocketed far beyond mere shooting. Traps in Texas exploit herd behaviour to prevent the spread of African swine fever, a risk amplified by gunfire that disperses wild boars. This shift from Texas's trigger-happy past to trail-based traps turns wild hog instincts to hunter error.
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.